Hey, good morning. It's Friday the 28th of May, and Kindle and Up are all packed and ready to get back on the trail. And we found a good campsite last night, and I actually had probably the best night on trail so far as sleeping and just comfortable. Everything packed up well and didn't have any trouble. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and head out, although I think we're heading into some wet weather this evening, so we got up early. It's 6:30 now, and we're heading on the trail. We're going to try to get as much trail done before the rain settles in, so hopefully we can set up dry, but then it's supposed to rain tonight and all day tomorrow. So anyway, we're going to get on the trail and see how much we can do before we get wet. All right, let's go. We have had so little rain lately that the springs are kind of inconsistent and running low, so people have been very kindly putting water cache or water jugs out for us to resupply in, and so it's really nice to have that. They got them hidden behind the rock on the side of this road here, but before you get to it, there's a sign on the tree that says reliable water source a half mile down the road. So that's a mile walk, but unfortunately you get to that sign, you start walking down the road for a half mile and then walk back up a half a mile, come across the trail, and there's fresh water right there. So luckily we didn't go down the side trail to the water. We thought we had enough, but we filled up a little bit more there with the jugs, so we're good to go. Heading up to a shelter that's about 4.5 miles up to have some lunch and get an eye on the weather and see what we're going to do from there. So alright, let's get on the trail. Okay, we got a little view of the valley off to the west. And actually, got my directions wrong. That's more north, looking northeast. But yeah, it's kind of cool. All right, we can see the clouds are moving in. We're still trying to beat the rain. Sun's still shining through over there a little bit, but you can see those clouds are quickly covering up the sun. So we'll have cloud for a while, and then it will start raining this afternoon. And there's a view looking south, and zoom in a little bit here. You can see down there is the town of Palmerton, and we actually tried staying in Palmerton and looked for a place. There's actually no place to stay in Palmerton. They don't have any hotels or anything. It's just a little town down in there. And okay, we're getting down to the bottom and getting to the Lehigh River gap and looking at what we have to go up this afternoon. So yep, we got some climbing to do, and you can notice the dark gray clouds in behind them. So we're kind of a race to the top. See who can get to the top first. Alright, we're going across the Lehigh River Bridge in Lehigh Gap, heading up to that mountain right there. It's all rock covered and kind of bare. Apparently there was a zinc mine here, and just the damage that was caused by the zinc mine, they were trying to get that mountain reforested, but and because of that also the water not good to drink around here. So anyway, hope you guys are ready to climb, because we are going up. There's a little view of what we just came down. The house across there used to be the site of the old bridge. It used to go across there back in the 1800s. It's the only bridge across the river for several miles in either direction. Alright, we're going back up into the woods. Alright, you did it. Good job. Made it up to the top of that hill before the rain. Sun's still out, still blue sky above me. We just had a little snack of some protein bars, and we're headed back out. Check the weather. It's supposed to start raining about 12 o'clock now. So there's a campsite 3.5 miles up ahead. We're going to get there, check the weather again, see where we're at, and we may end up just setting up there while it's still dry. So we're still racing the rain here today. It's gonna rain all day this afternoon, all tonight, and it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow as well. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna try to get set up before the rains come, and you may just have to hunker down and then get up and walk in the rain tomorrow. So anyway, you got a little viewpoint out here. I'm gonna walk out to take a little picture, get back on the trail. Alright, there's a view of the town of Lehi. Yeah, there's not much there. It used to be an old railroad, an old factory, an old slate factory or zinc factory from the mine or whatever, but looks like most of the town has kind of died off now. But yeah, cool view. Still no rain, but it's coming. And we got a good trail here, at least for a little while, overlooking the valley. Let's hope this lasts for a while. Great place to be while the storm is coming. Walking right underneath the power lines. But luckily, the storm hasn't really gotten here yet. We had a cloud blow over, sprinkled on us a little bit, but so far we're good. We're just about coming up to a campsite that's marked. Hopefully we'll be able to set up dry and take a little nap this afternoon. Okay, we found a campsite and got the tent set up before the rain. So just sprinkling a little bit off and on every now and then. But we were really torn about just resting and pushing on and setting up in the rain later or trying to beat the rain again. But yeah, it's just a hard choice to make. But we got the tent set up, and we're gonna sit here for a while and probably camp here tonight and then get up tomorrow morning, rain or shine, and keep walking. So yeah, it was a tough call, but it's only 2:30 in the afternoon and it's not really raining yet. But yeah, best to set up dry at least one night, and then get up tomorrow and walk again. So I may even just walk to the shelter, which is 9 miles from here. Normally we would say we'd just push on to the shelter, but with the wet rocks and all, it's gonna slow us down, so we won't make it to the shelter tonight. So we'll camp here and then push for the shelter tomorrow. So anyway, we're gonna hunker down here and ride out the storm. So hope you guys are doing well and have a good night. Hello everyone, it's Saturday, the 29th of May, and we are actually getting packed up. I didn't say good morning because actually it's 12:15. It rained all night long, and the rain kind of stopped now. So we are 16 miles from Wind Gap, which is our destination we're trying to get to. We won't be able to get there today, but if we can push on just a little bit further, maybe 4 to 6 miles, that'll make getting the Wind Gap possible tomorrow. So we're having to pack up as best we can, keeping our things as dry as possible. Both of us stayed fairly dry last night with as much rain as we got, but yeah, we're gonna pack up and push on up the trail. So we'll see you up at the next. Okay, we're on the trail, and we found more water stash. It was a good thing. We spent the day yesterday and all of this morning with very little water. So Kendall's had a really bad headache. We're not sure if it's a migraine or due to dehydration. So that's part of the reason we had a hard time getting out this morning. But luckily she was able to fight that off and get packed up, and we got more water now, so we are good to go. We're headed off the wet trail that way, and Wind Gap is only about 15.5 miles away, so won't make it that far, but let's see if we can bite off a chunk of it at least.
Too heavy on the poles.
Yep, you guessed it, more rocks. And they call this a trail. It's just white markings on the sides of rocks heading up the side of a hill. But we're getting there. Kendall's doing really well. She's right behind me, and we're getting closer to the top.